All right. So, essentially what I did, I made a complaint at my work to HR about things. A week later, I was called into the office to be told that they believe I'm taking advantage of my FMLA because things that I had told them about a month previously, all of a sudden, now it's an issue. So, I kind of took it like a threat. I don't react well to threats, so I have changed employment. Just that fast, too. It really is true that the government is paying people more money to stay at home than companies can reasonably afford to pay people to go to work. So, I applied to a place yesterday. They responded to me immediately. Today, I called them. They set up an in-person interview with me for like 2 hours after the phone call. I went in. They interviewed me for about 10 minutes. And then had me fill out all of my employment paperwork, and they're having me come in like an hour and a half to go to work for my first day. So, places are apparently fucking desperate for workers. So if you are not employed at the moment, and you would like to have a job, depending on where you go, it could be today. Like, I'm just saying. So, something for you to think of. So I am switching employment, which means that for the next couple of weeks, obviously things are going to be weird. And then, after that, I'm going to be fully changing my schedule because this job is a second shift job. So I'm working afternoons into night. So you won't be getting videos in the afternoons or the early evening probably anymore. So it'll probably start happening in like mornings and shit like that. So I don't know what I'm going to wind up doing. I don't know. So we're going to have to see how all that fucking works out. But I'm going to continue to try and work because it's what I do. And yeah. So that's what's going on with me. Now, what's going on with everything else?
What the hell is that? I don't know what the hell that is. What in the hell is that?
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
I would not mess with that thing. Don't put your lips on it.
First of all, me and Tim, as I said, we're back to homostasis, right? And me and Tim, we're cool with each other, except for one thing. This is just kind of a personal thing for me. It's not really a criticism on him or his work or anything like that, so don't freak out. It's just something he says that I'm kind of like, dude. Tim says both a lot. Like, it's both. Both. It's both. Both. There's no L in both. Both.
There's no L in it. It's pronounced both.
That's what I'm saying. Both.
Both.
You sound like such an ass the way you say it.
It just drives me nuts. I don't know. That's it. It just drives me nuts. Like, I mean, he mispronounces a lot of things, and usually I just kind of laugh at it. Like, when he would say Kaylee McEnany, she was Kaylee McEnany or something like that. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Go out. I don't know what the fuck he sees when he reads things, but whatever. But it's both, Tim. Both. Anyways, the election. What's happening with the election? Fucking recounts and everybody's signing affidavits. Apparently there's, whenever you hear that Donald Trump has claims based without evidence, that ain't accurate anymore. There happens to be quite a lot of evidence, witness statements, affidavits, things of that nature. That's called evidence. Like, yeah, it's anecdotal, it's one person's account, but nevertheless, that's evidence. Like, witness statements are considered evidence. They're not hardcore, really solid evidence because it's witness statements, but it's generally the basis upon which shit gets investigated. Witness statements. And then you find evidence from there. Like, so, the AG has gotten involved in this. People have decided to retire over this shit. Like, it's getting fucking nutty. And everybody on the left is just going, look, he won. Just stop, all right? Look, the media says he won. Well, the media doesn't call elections. They have to be certified, right? And the certification process is currently ongoing. But there are a lot of lawsuits right now. Now, do I think that all of this is going to wind up turning around and Donald Trump is going to be winning, popular vote winner and all that sort of thing? No, I don't think so. I think at this point, what the idea is to mire everything down for the next month at this point in recounts and investigations and trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. They're going to find things wrong because they always find things wrong. We always hear about dead people voting and this, that, and the other thing. We always hear about this. The question is the degree. Will the degree be dozens of votes, hundreds of votes, thousands of votes? Therein is the question. Because the degree has to be like tens of thousands of votes in order to turn this shit around. So, I don't see that happening realistically. I'm just going to say that. Most likely what's going to happen is that Joe Biden has won the election. Now, because of the impropriety with so much, and because of the investigations that are going to have to go on, we do have a system for this. And I believe December 12th or 14th, I don't remember which, I think it's the 12th, the Supreme Court is going to say, we need a winner. Give us a winner. And they're going to have to figure out what they do from there. Now, if it comes down to the delegates, Republicans have more delegates. So Donald Trump might win based on that. Like, no matter what, the next 4 years are going to be bananas. Because if Donald Trump winds up winning by some weird technicality, then the people on the left are going to fucking lose their goddamn minds. They're so happy right now to have that taken from them and to have that crushed away. That is going to be, oof, I don't know. That's going to be really, really bad. Like, people are going to fucking lose their shit. But if this continues and investigations happen and we find out that there was a shit ton of fuckery going on, but not enough to turn the election to Trump, and Joe Biden wins with all of the fuckery and shenanigans, people on the right are not going to be happy with that. And no matter how you slice it, I mean, we're straight down the middle, pretty much. So, boy oh boy, I don't know. No matter what, this is extremely bad. I think the Democrats did an all or nothing gambit. I think that gambit was fucking stupid because all it did was fuck with the integrity of the election. And now we have an election that has very little integrity in the minds of all of the United States citizens. The only ones who think that everything is going fantastic and is wonderful and is right is the Democrats. And that could change on a fucking dime any day now. So, boy oh boy, I don't know. But a lot of crazy things are going on. People are now beginning to swear testimonies and affidavits and these sorts of things and saying that I saw this happen and this shit and that shit and so on and so forth. This person, that person, and a lot of the machinery is beginning to move. So I'm going to keep you guys updated as best I can. Pretty much this is the story right now. As other things come up and I think of them, I will be sending that out to all of you wonderful people as well. So, yeah, but there you go. That's an update on everything that's going on with me and the election and both of us, including Tim.
Maybe we should both go, sir.
Both.
Seriously, man. Like an ass.